Hey Legionnaires, welcome back. We're here with another NTW 3 battle for you today, and we have some action already straight off the bat, as we have, looks like some French chasseurs here routing a little Spanish cavalry unit there, dealing a nasty little blow there to the British Spain 1809 army there. That was a pretty nasty blow straight off the bat. They are also going to be joined here today are 1809 Britain by 1805 Austria, and also a 1809 Austria. So we've got Austria and Britain here fighting side by side in today's battle. I'm really looking forward to this one. I was looking over this Austrian army because I thought this Austrian army's not got that much ammunition, that many men. I guess ammunition as well, you could say, because they've got less men to fire guns. But yeah, they didn't have so many men. And then I looked and they have a lot of cavalry here. We've got cuirassiers. I think we've got 2 different units of cuirassiers over here. So this is going to be interesting to see if a more like cav heavy army can pull off a bit of a victory here. We've got Johann von Hiller here. They've got like a 5-pound head. I don't know why there's a star above it, but there must be some reason, I imagine. But as you can see here now with the Dragoons of 1809 Austria, and a lot of like Prince of Owen Wales Dragoon Guards coming up. Oh boy, some good cav being pushed forward here. Light Dragoons as well, the Scarlet Lancers all being pushed forward. The French are retreating pretty swiftly. Over on this side, this seems like a bit more of a typical Austrian army. Actually seeing a lack of cavalry in this army. Just a couple of those cav units here. And there's also, look at this, as a looks like a general sniper about to come here. Johann von Osterreich. It's Archduke Charles. It's not, I can't remember who this is. This is John of Austria, basically. But he's about to get taken out, whoever he is, I can't remember. But Austrian general about to be annihilated. Well, I say annihilated. It's being a very slow annihilation, but like that. It actually looks like he might get out there alive. There's also Austrian cav dashing in the right direction. Actually, yeah, it looks like the general might get out of that alive. I thought it was going to be a general snipe there. Instead, it looks like they're going to go into some infantry. I doubt they'll rout it, but their assassination attempt did fail. But there you go. Austria really needs to put his cav out on the flanks to just stop any further like flanks like that from happening. But yeah, I think all this cavalry out here is all of like Austria 1809s. 1805 Austria did just bring a lot of infantry, a lot of bog standard infantry. Quite a big conformed square, which is good. But yeah. It's an interesting move. Cavalry is kind of key in NTW3, so that'll be interesting for sure. Also, British infantry now moving up, along with some Spanish infantry. But yes, in today's battle, I've been told that it is a epic one and has a really good turnaround in it for one side. So yeah, definitely worth sticking around to see how this one goes down. I'm really excited for this one. Make sure you got yourself some snacks, got yourself some drinks, and prepare for some Napoleonic action, as we have some epic line battles, some glorious cav charges, and some destructive artillery volleys. But yes, I'm excited for this one. I'm not quite sure what French armies we have here today. I mean, looking at it, it looks like we can have a bit... This chasseur unit makes me think it's a bit more like of an early period France here. But then, I have no idea. Again, it's hard to tell. They all seem to look the same, whatever era it is. This looks like this is like the Germany or like the Austria campaign, like France. Which is a pretty cool one. And I don't know. Looking at generals, it's hard to tell. Yeah, wouldn't have a clue. Would not have a clue. I really hate that they got rid of like the description for other units. I mean, for the online battles I get, but for replays, it'd be nice if I could tell who was who and what faction it was. Got Voltigeurs here. And some chasseurs, like I said, waiting patiently. Oh, I can hear some... I can hear cav moves of some sort, but or like trumpets going, but it doesn't seem like there's anything outrageous happening just yet. I mean, this is a really good position up here, this hill, for an infantry army. I think that's where Austria's trying to get. So the Allies are trying to hold on to that position. The French, though, they are more prepared to make an assault for the hill. We are seeing French infantry now move forward here, La Guerre, and there's also basic line infantry as well. And they're pushing forward. yes, if you have not got the NTW3 mod and would like to get it, do remember to go and check out the description of the video. There is the link to NTW3 there. It's not too hard to install in my opinion. But I guess for those of you that haven't installed it before maybe, or aren't used to mods, there is plenty of like how-to installs on like YouTube, and some of them are really descriptive, done by like the likes of Kingston. They are really descriptive, really helpful, and yeah, hopefully if you want to get involved in some NTW3 action, you can get the mod, and you can join our Discord as well. The link's in the description of the video, and yeah, it'd be great to have you guys around for some awesome battles. Dragoons here though, waiting patiently, and we've got Cavalry Battalier here as well. The Dragoon Guards as well. I mean, these guys are going to do well. 84 elite cavalrymen. The Dragoon Guards are basically like almost like cuirassiers for Britain. They're the heavy cav of Britain's armies. That are like Life Guards. Life Guards actually do have some sort of like armor and like helmets on. The Dragoon Guards don't, but they're just super strong anyway, and they are really good. We're the backbone of the cavalry during the Peninsula War, that is for sure. Still looks like the French, not the French, the Spanish are going to try and hold on to this hill. I say Spanish, they're still part of the British Army, but, you know, the Spanish cav. Oh, we're going to see a charge here. Looks like Lancers going in. It's not going to be a big win, but it's going to take out this little Voltigeur unit. And they're always annoying. It's going to be a problem. See whether the French will react to it. Doesn't look like they're going to. It looks like they were quite happy to lose that Voltigeur unit. So a little victory there for the Allies. And yeah, it looks like as though Austria is going to be able to climb his hill. He's actually going to take it. I feel like the French could have definitely made that push, but they decided not to. Like their infantry was much closer than the Austrian infantry. Maybe they were just worried about going into this cavalry fight. It looks like we're about to have one here. Dragoons from either side setting up here. Well, actually, these looks like Chevalier-Gueuses, maybe like Werdenberg Chevalier-Gueuses or something, or Bavarian ones. But even still, a pretty nasty showdown going on down here. Oh yeah, lots of like, this is like early period France for sure. This is like Italian campaign or something like that. So yeah, it does look as though the Austrian armies here are prepared to fight and die for this hill. Lots of cavalry set up here. I think they're really winning a cavalry fight at the Allies. Which, I mean, makes sense, apart from if you're on this side. So it looks as though Austria had Dragoons. This is 1805. Austria lost a whole bunch of Dragoons. I don't know if they would... What do they trade it with? Looks like with a French Dragoon unit as well. That's what they traded with. But there is, like, infantry as well set up here. Chasseurs. It's like this is an early period France again, looks like. We've got consuls of the guard here, I guess. So like the early Imperial Guard, but yeah, we have like lots of like chasseurs. Yeah, it looks very much like early period France again. So like, again, Italian campaign potentially, or like the Rhine campaign. Looks like they're dueling with Austria here. I mean, Austria though here, this Austrian army, I'm really worried for. It has no cav. 1805 Austria could be ripped to shreds. It really could, and I'm a bit worried about that. At least this one looks a little bit more prepared. And there's actually French troops. Look at this. There's French troops here. They're looking like they're going to try and flank around. And the Austrians have prepared for that. They have left some line infantry just here. But neither of them can form squares. So it's not exactly like... If one cav unit came this way, supported by infantry, they're in trouble. Only thing about going on this hill, it makes you a nice target for artillery. I mean, this artillery over here is getting probably some decent shots. So it is like... firing slightly downwards, so really they need to elevate their guns. But yeah, they're firing straight onto that hill up there. Yeah. A lot of them going way over the heads of the Austrians by the looks of it, but you know what, they're trying their hardest. These guys are having a bit more success, firing and just missing these the shots here of the Austrians you know what? They're just letting the Austrians know that we're not going to let you have this hill too easily. The Austrians are setting up their own artillery. A 5-pounder now coming up. They're going to set up on this hill, and they'll probably start to rain hellfire down on those Frenchmen. Plenty of Frenchies here setting up. It looks like they're going to fight over this graveyard, which is kind of quite appropriate, you could say, because he's going to need plenty of graves after today's battle. Plenty of graves will be dug. French general here just, you know, minding his own business, enjoying the pleasures of this town before battle starts. Oh boy, is he about to start. You can sense just, like, any moment now, absolute carnage is going to begin. The Austrians are edging closer to this town. Artillery firing now. They've got just one individual gun right down this street here. So it looks like a guard one as well. Fire when ready, boys. Hit those Austrians. Oh, put a bit of a hole into that Austrian line infantry there. Yeah, knocking over a few. I don't know why they're running. I guess maybe just get out of line of fire.
Sir, our general is under attack.
A general under attack? Oh, so this is actually a general? This is 5-pounder? Okay, that seems like a bold move there by Austria. He's made that his general instead of, I swear he had. So I was going to say, I swear he had Johann von Hiller down here. Why did he not just make him his general? And then have the artillery just as a basic artillery. This seems really ballsy and really bold. Like if this, yeah, look at this. We're going to see this French cav now rush up this hill. He's going to try and come and deal with his artillery. If they kill the Austrian general here, this is catastrophic for Austria. We have got dragoons that are coming across, and they're going to be just about enough to scare off the cav. Hopefully the artillery can fire and kill a bunch of dragoons here. Oh, they are. Oh, they killed some of their own dragoons. That's a bit catastrophic. Cuirassies as well getting hit. There's a whole bunch of cavalry up here that they've just charged up. We have also got British artillery up here. I mean, as well as actually Spanish artillery. They're pretty damn nice and fine in their fineries. Look good. I've got like a carabinier unit here or something for the Spanish. This should be pretty decent, I'd imagine. But I don't know. I mean, that cavalry charge has just allowed the French to get some nice shots as well into the cuirassiers, into the dragoons there. But the French, I'm sure, will be back to try again on that artillery position. So we need to keep an eye on that because that's a general. I did not realize. I thought the start might make it a general, but I did see Johann von Hiller. Usually those tiny little 16-man general units are your generals. If you bring one. But I guess he decides to mix it up. What a strange decision, I'll admit. There's a lot of Edinburgh infantry moving this way. They're going to just disappear into this town. Lots of British infantry here setting up, ready to repel any Frenchman. I'm a little bit worried that they've got so many like allied troops, so many like Spanish and Portuguese. But they have got them like on this hill sort of just to support, so it's not so bad. They don't expect him to fight in the front lines, it seems, like these British troops here. But anyway, I'm going to make a cut, guys, because it seems as though this battle is being a little bit tense at the moment, and I will return once the battle actually gets underway. Okay, so we are back. It didn't take too long, and the Austrians are now dueling with this French army over here. Chasseurs here doing what they can. They also should be able to deal with some decent blows, I imagine, to the Austrians here. None of these guys can form square, but I look at I actually know a few of them can. These grenadiers, actually. And we've seen how good Austrian grenadiers are. If you've watched the Battles of the Name recently, oh boy, did those Austrian grenadiers do well. I like how this unit is called NR25 Spork. The name is Spork. Pretty sure that's what you name a fork and a spoon. Spork. Maybe this is where they got the famous name from. This brave bunch of grenadiers. These guys are actually how sport came about. Form square, boys. Cavalry coming in. Come on. I don't think they did in time. I don't think they did. I'm not sure. Maybe they did, actually. It looks like they, you know what? I think they might have. Something how the units sort of situated. And the French are running for it anyway, so yeah. I was surprised. They fired like a full volley off, then form square. That was lucky from the Austrian player there. Really lucky. The French are trying to outflank the Austrians here. Trying to get multiple angles on them. Sort of working. I'd honestly turn these two grenadier units and try and flank myself. And you can move forward this infantry here. He's getting dictated by one artillery piece down this road, which actually has moved. It's now over here. So, I mean, really should just move and try and... Like, he could flank and surround these French troops. I mean, he's obviously in danger of these guys. But it's a worth the risk, you know, see if you can pull it off.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Is that Cav back? It is. Back for round 2. Looks like they're gonna try and hit the grenadiers again. I would not try and hit the men of Spork. Oh, I don't know. Morale's kind of low. There they go. They formed square. That was a much earlier one. That was a bit silly from the French player, really, in my opinion. Also got a line battle now. Take it up. We end up under the water. Look at that. I imagine the French wish they could do that. Just go underwater to get around this obstacle. But yeah, the French are now sitting up here. Plenty of line infantry though here to take on the 2 of France. And it looks like we are going to see some British like allied troops here. Some like Spanish and Portuguese maybe help out. Or maybe they want the French to come across so they can use their cuirassiers. I don't know. But I thought I'd just mention that's happening as well. It looks like the French though are routing the Austrians pretty easily here. I really don't know what's up with my voice today, by the way. It sounds a bit gravelly today, it feels like. I don't know. Maybe I just woke up and just... That's how it is. I don't think I'm dying of anything, but hey, you never know. But yeah, look at this. This is not looking good. Austria's actually just going to charge on in. He's going to die here. Dragoons. Dragoons will kill him off nice and easily. And then we've got flanking shots here from like the French. They'll break them. They're firing them like 3 shots, flanks here. And yeah, this Austrian army here is just getting taken apart. Or this like Austrian force, I should say. It's not the whole army. Yeah, lots of units here that can form square. These grenadiers are all wasted. All wasted in my opinion. Like 86 men, 89 healthy units of grenadiers. But morale is not looking good. They really need to get these grenadiers into the fight, into an actual combat. Like against chasseurs, they've got a good chance of victory as well. A line fight with chasseurs is not the way to go. They've got better reload skill, better accuracy. More Austrians over here. They can all form square. So hopefully these are decent line infantry, you'd hope. The middle of the battlefield, really not seeing anything going on. It's just a big artillery duel. We've got German artillery here. Looks like some Gutenberg artillery. Looks like 12 pounders as well. They're big guns. But they are gonna load, boys. No, you're taking your time. You'll be a little while yet. Yeah, this army. The French infantry here is taking a pounding. It looks like I don't know. These look like Spanish infantry or something like that. Actually, I'm not sure, but they don't look like French. They look more like Spanish or Polish, maybe. Hard to say, yeah. I mean, that's the French infantry. That's like there's something else. I'm not sure what it is. Not yet, anyway. And Austria's now having to turn infantry. Well, actually, he's not turning. He's running. There's like 5 or 6 infantry units here that are running for their lives because they've just watched as like 5 and 6 of their other units over here got routed, and they're so close to the red line. These grenadiers are just gonna get taken out, sadly. The men of Spork were not good enough. Oh, it looks like, are we seeing a cav charge over here? We did see a successful cav charge by cuirassiers as well. Routing, it looks like a Swiss infantry unit or something like that. Well, I don't think the cavalry over here is strong enough to stop the Austrian cav. It's just got to support it. Support the French infantry in some way. We've got hussars here. They're going to have to somehow take out these cuirassiers in a different matter. We've got like voltigeurs here, trilliers. And they're sniping the cuirassiers, doing some damage. But yeah, this amount of line infantry, even if it's pretty poor, it's going to be pretty good to defend against the French defenses. It's going to be hard to come across this bridge here, this land bridge. Cavalry has only one way to come, head on. He gets hit by infantry, like even one basic volley from this infantry, which is pretty crap. Should be enough to stop him, I'd imagine. And also with the cav here to support, it's going to be rough. And an infantry charge is the same. It'll get broken up by even the crappiest of infantry volleys. They've only got one way to come. Talking about infantry charge being broken up, looks like another one here has been done by the French. We got like guardsmen in this building. I don't know. They certainly look like they're like a guardian of some sort. Like Fusiliers or Trilliers, the guard. They're shooting at this general here. This general who's already been close to death once. Yeah, I don't know where 1805 Austria is going, but what he's doing is he's just making the British army here vulnerable, because now France can flank around and can go for Britain. Like really, Austria needs to go on almost like a right angle. To be honest, that's like the best move he can make. I'm hearing cavalry charges again. I thought it was over here, but no, this is just a whole bunch of Austrians merging. There's going to be friendly fire going on in here. This is not good. Volleys here from, there we go, volley from the Vetterberg troops. Well, more than a match it seems for their Austrian opponents. But yeah, France has already got cav like way, well not way behind, but like in behind threatening. I think this Austrian player is honestly just gonna throw his army away. And look at this big cav charge coming in, and I think the Austrian player here is gonna get in a bit of trouble. I don't know, this might be a bit too much for the chasseurs, but we'll see. Yeah, morale took a hit there. This Austrian player is just charging in. He's just going to get hit hard by volleys here. Yeah, he's just getting flanking volleys. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just throwing it. I'm not sure. It seems like that's the thing that's happening right now. Austrian bayonet charging never goes well. It's just bayonet charges here, so this Vetterberg unit can just take pot shots into the flank. You can't miss. Fire, boys! You can't miss! Alright, or not. These guys are just getting shot by the guard unit in this building. They're just getting annihilated. Austrians are storming in, but it's no good. There you go. Austria's just throwing away his army. Getting over. Oh my gosh, look at this flank, this firing line. These poor units here. Yeah, this is what I don't know what he was planning on doing. Certainly didn't seem like the most experienced player, or just threw it away. Didn't bring much cav, which is a really bizarre move. It's like Austria, because that's like kind of a strong point of view. Cav is kind of pretty decent, and you can get plenty of it. Line fight going on over here again. Britain and Austria fighting side by side. I say Britain, it's really France and Portugal. The British troops are somewhere else. These guys are literally like guerrilla. They look like townspeople are being recruited. They are volunteers, as they say. So it's quite possible that they were just townspeople that have been recruited, but yeah, the provincial militia here not looking so great. Over here as well, Austria, yeah, getting fully routed. This is 1805 gone. 1809 though is in still good nick. It's on top of this this ridge up here, and it's doing okay. But it is slowly turning into a 3v2 pretty early on here. And I mean, they are fighting in this graveyard, which is perfect, because the French can literally just bury them here. Don't have to move the bodies too far. Austria looks like he's... I mean, you just set up in this... Instead of charging, just set up in this street. You can have a line fight. I mean, you'd actually inflict some damage. Like charging in, all you're doing is tiring your men out. Giving the French an opportunity to get a few good volleys off and rout your men. Now look at this. Nice, easy volley straight into the Austrians. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, France back here getting dealt heavily by the Dragoon guards here of Britain. I mean, these guys taking quite 20 casualties, quite a few. But yeah, that's not a good sign yet. Austria over here, yikes. Real big yikes. Seeing another cavalry charge here from the French. This is not the first time we've seen this. Cavalry are going to try and come up this hill and get the artillery, but we do have lancers. They're going to try and harass the French cav. It looks like that lancer charge was actually pretty damn effective. Dragoons coming down as well. We're going to try and rout it. I don't think this French cav gets out of here alive. Or maybe it does. The British cav routed. Wow, okay, that French cav did just about rout, but it might cost the Austrians their Dragoon as well. Like, they got incredibly close to the artillery, and they're going to carry on. I think that was a bit of a silly move, because they don't know what cav's back here. And the answer is there's cav. It looks like Ledoux. Ledoux's back here. Oh boy, yeah, they're in trouble. It looks like a Ledoux, or no, maybe a Carabinier actually. It's a Carabinier, it's not Ledoux, it's Carabinier. But even still, a solid unit cavalry back there. And they just lost their Dragoon. I don't think that was sadly. So the Austrians down some more cavalry, but they have still got a big Dragoon unit here, and Cuirassiers is still lying about. So, I mean, they're still looking okay on cavalry, but it would have been nice to hold on to the Dragoon. He did its job, it scared off the cavalry. It was maybe a little bit too adventurous there, but yeah, Austria just getting annihilated. I think he, the person that sent this in, said that he left. So whether this is AI Austria taking over, being really dumb, I'm not sure. But either way, they're down to a 3v2, really, are the coalition. This is not a good start. We also got a cav charge over here now taking place. Ah! I forget this is a thing going under the water. The cavalry battalion being chased right now by a whole bunch of French cav. Looks like a lot of chasseurs here. And this is Portuguese cav, so it's not as good as, say, the British, and it's going to get caught. These guys are active. I mean, I don't know how... I mean, they could turn and face it now, I feel. I don't know. Instead, they're just going to get chipped away. Look at that morale just falling to pieces. They need to just turn and face him. I don't know if the chasseurs are giving up, but yeah, this cavalry battalion, maybe they're wavering, tired. Yeah, not good. Yeah, not a good use of that cavalry unit there, that's for sure. So Britain might lose a cavalry unit there. And we're seeing all French cav here mopping up the rest of the Austrian army. There's like a lot of Beddenburg cavalry coming in, and they got the general. Johann von Osterreich is gone. So this Austrian army is dealt with. I mean, it was expected because, well, it's AI, I think. So there you go. Yeah, general dead. That's what we expected there. And now it looks like France is going to be aggressive. I don't know why. Well, I guess because it's a 3v2, they expect get up this hill and they can break through. We have Dragoons coming down. Looks like they're going to come for these little Voltigeur unit here. It's a bold move just to come down just for this one unit. There are a lot of other French units down there. They could form squares. Cavalry down here as well for the French. Yeah, so really bold. Cuirassiers as well. Oh, and you've got to remember this is a general unit. It's artillery. Are they going to break it in time? The artillery. Oh, they were close. I think they did smash into the artillery. Doesn't look like they did any damage. Wow. That was close. Put it like that. What have we got? It's just charging here. Volunteer Castadores. Oh, it's like a cav unit. It honestly looked like a chasseur cheval for a minute. And now the Austrian cav's charging down. I have no idea what's going on. Infantry and cav, it's all like messed up here. The Cuirassiers coming down, trying to get some kills. They might just about break the Cuirassiers here. I think they've broken some cav. Not much is broken though. And that seems a bit of a waste for the Cuirassier. Charging down there. infantry over here, no real change here. But it looks like France brought in more infantry. All his infantry is healthier. But yeah, real concern for the centre because, well, it seems like there's a big push going on. A lot of French troops moving up. I was surprised they had moved up. I thought the French army around here was going to do most of the pushing. But it seems not. This Austrian artillery, this Spanish artillery here needs to hold firm. To be fair though, all the infantry, once it gets under this lip, like up the hill, once it gets like just to the bottom of the hill, it's kind of out of range of the artillery. They can't see it. Got Portuguese artillery over on this side, shelling the French. And the British infantry is now engaged. Finally, we see the Redcoats get some action. Seeing infantry, I think, move up. I think they're the ones making all the shouting. I think they're trying to pound these carabineers. All the Austrian infantry is getting hit by its own artillery, or its allied artillery. You need to be aware of that. That's something you need to be aware of. The general here is limbered up, and we're going to see infantry now take over. It doesn't seem like the Spanish got the memo about the artillery, though. This infantry here is about to get hit hard. Fire when ready. And technically you're not ready, but you're going to fire anyway and blow up your own men. Or maybe they are. Oh, maybe they are going to limber up. Okay. The British infantry over here is now engaged. I don't know where this other French army's disappeared to. He's being really passive now. Like, he beat his army. He should just... Oh, here he appears. Here he goes. They're running. Weirdly, they're running. I guess because they want to get up and join. Yeah, these are guardsmen. These are like voltigeurs in the guard. Fusiliers in the guard. They just took a big hit there, though, from the artillery. Whatever they are. The French, I don't know what this mishmash formation is, but this is not going to go well. And the Austrians up here are dealing some nasty volleys to the French. Look at that, routing them. Sending them packing. Grenadiers up here, waiting as well. Oh, there's plenty of grenadiers up here, actually. Yeah, a lot of grenadiers actually. Wow. And they don't have this infantry on the flank, which would help because it's a squareable. And the British with their devastating volleys should hopefully maybe clear up a few of these Frenchies. But yeah, this push by the French, I'm really confused by it. Is all I can say. Really confused. It's just not... I mean, they're also shooting their own men here. Like, what's going on? Even if these are, like, Spanish or, like, Polish troops, they're handy to hold on to. I think they're Spanish. That looks of them. Big push, though, here from the French. Big melee attack going in. We have cuirasses challenging this fight here. I mean... they're all going into melee. This is the perfect time you want to cuirasses in there. They are winning decisively. They could do with some infantry support, and they're getting some now. Some Austrian infantry coming across. But yeah, good chance here for the cuirasses to rack up some kills. Big heavy cavalry here with a big heavy cavalry sword slashing, cutting their way through. Look at the amount of breaking French here. What a turnaround this is for the Austrians here. Routing a lot of infantry. Cavalry here, cavalry battalion has been routed. That's a shame to see, but it happens. And even this British infantry here, the Wales de Fernando, they actually won. Yeah, wow. Massive win. So cuirass unit can just finish off what remains. Or maybe not, they broke. That's a shame. They did their job, I guess you could say. This cuirassier unit did its job. It routed so much. They need to be careful here, though, the Austrians, because this cavalry up here could just turn all of the gains around. If they rout that rear guard, they're in real trouble. But we'll see. Can they manage it? I don't know. I don't know. They're kind of getting stuck on the routing cuirassiers. I think they're gonna rout. The morale doesn't look great. But big charge in here from the French again, getting routed. The Austrians here, dueling it, trying to survive for their life. I mean, if they get the right opportunity, a grenadier charge down this hill could be huge. We've got the Queen's Own Light Dragoons here, the Scarlet Lancers, they're going in for charges, they're going after that cavalry. Can they rout them? I think they might. I think they might rout this Dragoon. Light Dragoons are pretty solid. I mean, if they get some infantry support in there as well, to rout this French unit here, that would help. But the French getting pushed back down the hill. And now we've got a proper old line fight taking place over here. I mean, it's just the British, like, allied troops, like militia and, like, some infantry here. The French should really be able to mop them up. And the British, in fact, routed. I'm surprised. They were going to win that fight. A little late from the Austrians to be charging in their infantry, but they should win this fight again. Like, morale looking pretty rough if the French, they get routed. See, if they did that, then this French unit might have routed just out of, like, sheer fright that its own men had broken. Because that's what happens. As soon as one unit breaks, the rest seem to start a chain rout. And when they go to melee, anyway. And even in maybe in like a line fight as well. This is where there's a big gap in the line between the Austrians and the British here. Can the Austrians hold square? No. And they're going to see a French Dragoon just get an easy kill here. This is, well, worrying, put it like that. We're going to see Grenadiers go in. We're seeing a lot of infantry actually being thrown in into melee. That is very interesting that they're doing that. A lot of infantry being thrown in. Austrian artillery is now really setting up over here. This is the general, you've got to remember. It's trying to just set up, help its British allies who are taking a decent amount of casualties now, actually. And that cavalry, you know what, it actually looks like it could get routed. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Thought he was going to get an easy kill against the German infantry. Did not get an easy kill. Yeah, with Austria routing most of the troops over here. I mean, they haven't got much to bring over, but it is extra troops. It'll be handy. And it looks like they pushed back the French on this hill assault here. And they're retreating back to this road. So now, really, the only main threat is over on this side at the moment. And the French could just appear with a whole bunch more troops as possible. But this is the main threat and the current threat at the moment. If they can get this Dragoon Guard unit in behind, I don't think the French have too much cav, and certainly not cav that can challenge. But this constant guard here is going to get some great kills. I mean, it's firing up here, dueling with Spanish infantry. Easy victories, really. And there you go, the French are going to push up this hill. And I want to see what this British cav's going to do. But more worryingly, the British like allied infantry is starting to not crumble. They're starting to waver. And it doesn't help that the Austrians putting their artillery like behind them. Probably shooting them. Great teamwork here by the allies. Okay, yeah, they're turning their guns now. Looks like they're going to fire on the square. See the British infantry here, British cav, sorry, going in between two squares. They take a lot of crossfire here. They're going in for a kill. Oh, and they got trapped in these consoles with the guard. This is not good. They're getting it out of there, hopefully. They're going to take a few losses, but it's better than a catastrophe. The Austrians here could flank around. There is a general who's just sat here as well, by the way. I don't know whose he is, but if the Allies had like a tiny little cavalry unit, they could deal with that. The only cav that's left, evidently at the moment for the British and the Austrians, is that Dragoon Guard unit. I'm not sure with the French if they have any left. Yeah, hard to tell. I'm going to say no, because I haven't seen any cav movements yet. Don't know what this artillery's doing. They need to get the infantry out of the artillery. They're just taking extra losses there. Artillery in the front line, though, could be what changes this fight. You can rout units quite easy with artillery. Okay, here we go. We'll see what happens. British coming around here. So the Shropshire Third and all the rest of the British infantry now flanking around. And this flank over here for the French is starting to look a little bit dicey. The centre though for the Allies is starting to go. Berkshire infantry there. These grenadiers need to fill in the gap.
Our men are running.
It's not looking good, that is for sure. There are men breaking. Light infantry just starting to crumble. It could go either way, really could. The French now look like they're shifting across. Austria's doing the same. It's turned into a pretty damn close end. Even though, like, the Austrian side with like or the Allied side with one less army. Is a cav unit? Is this a cav unit over here? Yeah, we got some Austrian dragoons here. It's a healthy unit as well. What are they doing? They're just standing here. They need to charge down this unit. The consuls of the guard are making it personal, but they're going to deal with these dragoon guards here. Austrian troops are starting to crumble. It could come down to this British infantry just to keep swinging around, keep gutting them down. And this cavalry as well. I'm waiting for the cavalry charge. I don't know if these guys can form square, but hopefully they can. It's looking rough. Fire when ready, grenadiers. Fire when ready. Very nice for the Empire. I mean, like I said, this general here is for the taking. They could just shoot him. Don't know why they haven't. And same over here. There's Austrian cav just needs to get moving. Take out this unit. You're in behind the French here then. The French, they're forming up, but they're really blobbing up right now. I don't know if they're going for a bayonet charge or what. But if they are, they need to go in now. I have no idea what they're doing. They've taken relentless fire right now from the Austrians. Grenadiers just charge in, boys. The French over here have got some units that I guess these might return from this crossing over here, but yeah, they've now got even more troops and they're threatened with. We've got Prince of Wales' own Dragoon Guards going in. I think they really want to take out these guard units here. I don't know if they'll do it though. And in the end, they decided to retreat. Oh, jeez, that's a good hit on the guard there. A really good hit on that guard unit there with the artillery. Oh, and the Dragoons look like they could break. They're on low morale. This is not good. Rally, boys. Rally. They really need to. Looks like the French again being pushed back here. I don't know what they were doing in this assault. It was really bizarre. The only real pushing going on right now from the French is over here. And those consuls of the guard are broken. The square here. They went in. Oh, jeez, they might break this unit, you know. There you go, they broke it. I think with the help of the infantry there. And the Dragoons survive for now. I mean, they can bounce off into loads of other units here. Here we go. The heavies of Britain going in. Should around this infantry fairly easily. Can't form square. I don't know about these other ones. Yep, nice in there by the Dragoon Guards. Looks like France is going to come push up again. He's like angered by the loss of his guard. Don't know what he's doing. What he's going to do. But I think if the Voltigeurs that they're gonna just take what they can get are these Dragoon Guards. They're gonna just keep killing anything that's available. This unit next, maybe? I don't know. It looks like it might be able to form square. It's a healthy unit. It looks like a general, maybe like a combat gen? I don't know. Yeah, the Dragoons are going to go for that one, it seems. Again, though, major bobbing up here by the French. And the French have gone into melee here. It looks like they're going to break some of these King's German Legion. There's some of the guard unit here. Yikes. This could be old guard, could be Constance side. It's hard to tell the difference. But they're sending them in. They look like they might break their opponent. The French infantry over here, though, definitely been broken. There you go, broke one. King's German Legion second foot, though, next. Might need to get some of these grenadiers to come in and challenge the guardsmen. Instead they send the grenadiers in here, and we're going to try and repel that French line assault. And there you go. The French kind of threw their like victory away. I don't know. I guess maybe they just felt like they couldn't take this hill. I feel like they could have definitely done a better job. I feel like if they just kept rotating, they could have done a better job. I mean, it finished close, but it has been a turnaround for the French and the Austrians. And a fairly impressive one. They didn't like just throw in the bag after like losing one of their allies. The general here being assaulted by like 1 million French Austrians. There you go, the general gone. But there you go, that is the battle basically rounded up. It looks like we're going to see this little infantry in the head. Well, not little, pretty large still. Get pounded by Austrian infantry. And the Dragoon Guards just going to loiter. But yeah, that is most of the battle done. There's still a little bit of clearing up to do. So I'm going to make a cut here, and then we'll return when the end screen appears with the end results. So I'll see you guys in one moment. So yeah, we're at the end results. Unfortunately, I don't know why it's not showing the end results, but I believe this is sent by Extinction, who was playing as one of the Austrian armies playing as 1809 Austria. So yeah, well done to him and his teammates on a glorious victory. Unit stats here, I mean, got some pretty decent kills with his cuirasses, 150 kills here, 154 with the German infantry. Grenadiers getting nearly 150 kills as well. A lot of German grenadiers doing well, actually. Cuirasses getting 110. So you know what, they kind of paid off. Did pretty well. So yeah, not too bad at all. But yeah, there you go, guys. That is today's battle. It was a glorious turnaround from Austria and Britain, defending on their hill to the very last man, never giving up, even though they lost allies left, right, and center. But there you go, guys. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one.